Rich rising troops. What's today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Today is day 5 of the Women's History Month Challenge, and I am super excited. I'm super excited for a lot of different reasons. One, I've been committed to sharing and pouring, or not even pouring, sharing my overflow with women throughout the world. And I am enjoying that. I'm grateful for that. I know it's 6 a.m. and a lot of you, 6 a.m. Central Standard Time. So I know that a lot of you are like, I'm still in bed. I'm not getting up that early. Like, what is this girl doing? But this is me doing my due diligence to hold other women accountable. Now, you don't have to be an early riser, but that due diligence to say there are things we need to grow, to develop our mind, our body, our spirit, our business. And the excuses no longer work. Excuses does not build empires. Like they just don't. Excuses don't build empires. And some of the keys of execution is understanding that. It's understanding that life is going to throw us curveballs and we can't control that. And then there's going to be some days where everything flows for us, and then other days where like nothing goes right at all. And when we're faced with those tough moments and with those curveballs, it's important that we don't waste energy fighting what we can't change, but we stop, we breathe, we pray, and we refocus, and understanding that execution over the excuses every time is the way that it has to go. And so, before I get started recapping these last few days and giving you the task for day 5, I want to take a moment and do some deep breathing. But first, I'm going to sip my tea. Okay, now that that's done, we're gonna take a moment. I learned this actually yesterday from another woman. I please forgive me for not remembering her name, but it was a wellness coach that was live on Instagram, and they started off with some deep breathing. So we're going to start off with deep breathing. We're going to recap the last 4 days, and then we're going to go into day 5 and giving you that task. If you're just joining, my name is True. I'm your favorite project manager, and right now we are in Women's Month, and we're on day 5 of the Women's Month challenge. Now, as I told y'all before, I started this challenge for several reasons. To hold other women accountable, to give you tasks that you can complete, not just for your business, but for your personal life. This is mind, body, spirit, all together. So, wherever you at, whatever you're doing, navigating through your morning, let's take a moment, take a few seconds, and do some deep breathing. So we're going to start by inhaling for a good 4 seconds, and then we're going to release on 3. So on the count of, well, starting at 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, start. Hold it, hold it, hold it, release. One more time, and then we'll go into our recap. Inhale, release. All right, well, let's get started. All right, so day 1, we talked about committing whatever it is that we were doing to God and establishing our plan. So our task was actually to write down our top business goals or our project that we were working on for the month, pray over it, and commit it to God. Like really giving it to God. It did not matter what it was. It didn't matter if it was just receiving a new client, creating a new product, launching a new service, or even just spending time with yourself. Whatever it was that you were working on, day 1 was all about writing it out and giving it to God. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. That was the goal. Day 2 was about clarifying your vision. The quote was, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." The task for day two was to take time to clarify your vision and to write it out in a vision statement. Like when we talk about vision statements, and I won't spend too much time on this, but when we talk about vision statements, we're talking about what does it look like? What does it feel like? What do you want other people to feel like? What is it going to be like when you arrive there? And so day two was really about taking the time to clarify that vision, to create a new one or refine the one that you had and to write it out. For me, I added mine to my vision board. So I wrote it out on paper and I added it to my vision board. And so for you, you're supposed to be very clear, be as descriptive as possible, and write that vision out. Day three was about stewarding our time, stewarding your time wisely. So the quote for day three was, "Teach us to number our days that we may gain a heart of wisdom." And so that task was to practice stress free time management. Like, I don't know about y'all, but for me, sometimes I can get so wrapped up in a project or being mom or whatever it may be that I don't prioritize my time. Like right now, we only have like this is going to be a short call. Like we'll be off very soon because I have to go cook breakfast and get my day started. And so day three was all about managing our time and given tools to do so. So whether that was writing out what it is that you needed to do for the day, setting small alarms for your on your phone or on your computer, wherever it is you spend most of your time. Most of us keep our phone on us, so it was about keeping us accountable for navigating through our day. That was the goal. And then day four was conquer fear with faith. And so, what words we used there was that she is clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. And so, our task was to identify one fear or limiting belief that we had and to write a letter to little you. So for me, I had to write a letter to little Lily and really talk to her about the fear she had, the space we're in right now, what it is that we're overcoming, and to counteract every fear that she experienced with why it wasn't true. And so now we're on day five. And day five is about planning your work and working your plan. Like be intentional. Being intentional is everything. That's where we make progress. And so the plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. In other words, if we don't make a plan and execute on that plan, then we're going to put ourselves in a space where we are repeating consistent cycles. Um, and so today is about actually breaking down. This is the task for today. Break down your main goal into smaller tasks or milestones. Then you're going to create a simple to do list or project plan for the next few weeks. Now, here's the thing, to do lists, we typically tend to throw to the side, so we're not stopping there. This is where we're going to take that list we created and identify at least one actionable step that you can take today or this week if you need a little bit more time that moves you towards your goal and do it. We're not just going to talk about it and write out a to do list, we're going to do it. So once you identify that goal that you have that's going to move you closer to that project, you're just going to go and do it. Now, if you've been following through social media, whether it's Threads, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you've been following, if you're not, you can follow at underscore true.lee where I'll be posting day five as well. But share it. Share what it is that your milestone or your task or the thing that you're just gonna do, or share it once it's done. I'm super excited about committing to this challenge alongside other women. This is day five. If you've listening to this, go back, or if you're following on any other platform, go back, do days one through four, catch up to where we are, or just jump right in where you are and tag another woman in to commit to this with you. So I love you, troops. Be great on purpose. You can have your morning back. And this is day 5 of the Women's History Month Challenge. And I'll see you on day 6.